So, 5th year, huh? Aren't we getting old?
I remember our first day here. Little curious first years. Speaking of first years, want to prank them this year? I'm telling them you can see mermaids out of the window in the common room.
Aren't we too old to be doing that?
Never too old to get a few laughs out of gullible children. You know Anne loves pranking them. How's she doing, by the way?
Still sick. But she'll get better. I know she will. Ooh, this looks juicy.
What?
Professor Fig just peeked through the entrance door and Headmaster Black walked towards him all annoyed. Something's going on.
Headmaster Black is always annoyed. I should know. My parents are good friends with him.
Hey, who's that with Headmaster Black?
How should I know?
I've never seen that girl around here before.
Perhaps she's just a late first year. You know how they always get lost, or how they miss the train?
She's a bit too old to be a first year. She looks like she's around our age.
A 5th year, you mean? Isn't that way too old to be starting at Hogwarts?
We've one more to
They're
be
sorting her.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Tú puedes, Andrea.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring the castle's secrets and the world outside it. Though classes are obviously important, what I truly want to learn are spells that can help me get around and explore. And it's no secret that Hogwarts will help me achieve that.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
Gryffindor, you say? Well, nobody's ever considered me to be brave. And I've only heard good things about Gryffindors. They're so cool and brave, and I feel like I wouldn't fit in. But then again, after the whole dragon ordeal and everything I went through, I suppose it's fair to say I could belong there.
Better be Gryffindor!
Another Gryffindor to pull out of trouble. How fortunate we are.
Yeah. Fortunate. That's the word. Hey, Professor Weasley's guiding her to her dorm. Want to sneak out and follow them?
I think we should wait at least a day before we get into trouble, don't you think?
Come on. We can't get into that much trouble, can we?
It'd be a record for you, getting into trouble before classes even start. What would Solomon say if he found out you were spying on girls?
Fine. You're right.
Why do you want to follow them so badly? Do you really want to risk detention just to eavesdrop on the new girl and Professor Weasley? Everyone would think you're a creep. And they'd definitely be right.
I said fine. I'm not going. I just wanted to meet this new student.
You'll have plenty of time to eavesdrop on her tomorrow. If she's in the same year as us, you'll see her in Defense Against the Dark Arts. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Are you mad? A duel in the class?
Hey, it was Pre-Wet's idea. And you know I never say no to a duel.
I don't think Professor Hecat will be too happy to witness a duel the first day of class. Not without her permission or supervision, at least.
Well, I, for one, think it'll be an exciting way to start the year. And you know Professor Hecat, she loves a good duel, with or without supervision.
Sebastian, where are you? And he's off to duel Pre-Wet. Why do I even bother?
La primera clase del trimestre. Espero que todo vaya. Madre mía, llevo aquí menos de un día y ya están peleándose.
The new girl. So she really is a new 5th year.
Is that all you've got?
Nieta!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great
I made a
poacher
fool
raid
out of myself in front of her.
1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
She looks so immersed in the
Asking
class.
yourself how an old woman like
Should I
me
step closer?
single-handedly took out the
Gosh,
largest
Ominous was
poacher
right.
ring in
I am a
East
creep.
Wales and lived to boast about it. One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Is she looking at me? She can't actually be referring to a duel with the new girl, right?
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
You ready?
The new 5th year doesn't even seem afraid of me. Even after almost crushing Prewet with that skull, I guess she was sorted into the right house after all. Say something to her, Sebastian. Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
A duel against a student with no dueling experience. This will be a piece of...
Levioso!
New girl's got some skills.
Definitely better than what I imagined.
Protego.
Stupefy. Ay, mierda. Quizás me haya pasado un poco.
Here, let us help you up.
Thanks, Natty.
Looks like Andrea was a bit stronger than she looked.
That was hilarious. She made a complete fool out of you.
Ominous.
What? It's true. Getting beat by a new girl who has never studied magic before? That's embarrassing.
Hey!
Ay, me cago en la puta. Oh, hi. It's you. I'm sorry about the whole duel thing. I didn't mean to be so aggressive. I just got carried away.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Oh, thank you. I was afraid you'd be angry.
Not at all. It's good to know there are actual duelists in this school. It's a fight everyone will be talking about. You're the new 5th year. Annie, right?
Andrea, actually. Or Andrea. Doesn't really matter how you pronounce it.
I'm Sebastian Sallow.
Andrea Aranburu. Nice to meet you.
Aranburu? Definitely not from the UK, are you?
Nah, my father's Spanish. Basque region, you know.
I've heard it's a lovely place.
It does have its perks.
You know, I could show you around Hogwarts. If you'd like me to, of course.
That sounds nice. I have a few more extra classes before I have to head out to Hogsmeade, but it was nice meeting you.
It was really nice meeting you too. I hope to see you around.
I hope so too.
I get why you wanted to stalk her yesterday. You think she's cute, don't you?
Huh?
You're probably the type that likes women beating him up. And you were just beat by a tiny girl with almost zero experience.
What are you on about?
I don't even want to know what you're into if a simple duel with a new girl got you all stuttering and riled up.
And people think I'm the creep?
Hello, Sebastian.
Well, if it isn't my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies and requested my assistance to Hogsmeade.
You've heard right. I have a list of materials I need for this term. I'm told Hogsmeade has all of my requested items. It's the first time I leave the castle.
Nervous?
Kinda.
I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides then. There's no need to worry. You know, I was a bit surprised when Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. So, new 5th year from the Basque country? You must have an interesting story.
Not as an interesting story as you'd think, I'm afraid. My mum's from London, and my father's from Zugarramurdi.
So that's why you speak English so well.
I guess so. I spent most of my childhood in Spain, though, so don't be surprised if you hear my occasional comment in Spanish.
Thank you for the heads up. Have you had much chance to explore the rest of the castle?
Too big to explore it in one day, so I imagine there's lots I haven't seen.
I've been here for like 5 years and still haven't even scratched the surface. It's full of secret hideouts and passages.
Any you'd like to share with the class, Sallow?
Can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I?
Give me Svediosolv.
Speaking about secrets, you still haven't told me how a new 5th year with little experience was able to best me in a duel. It'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Oh, it was, beginner's luck.
Don't look now, but our caretaker looks a bit drunk over there.
Ay Dios. Tell me it isn't that scruffy man over there. He looks like he's about to fall.
He's quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I think he could improve as a caretaker.
You have a sister?
Yeah, she was studying in Hogwarts until she got sick. But she'll get better soon. Do you have any siblings?
I have 2 older siblings, a sister and a brother. They were both sorted into Slytherin a few years ago.
Slytherin, you say? How come I've never heard of them?
They're almost 6 years older than we are, but I'm sure some of the professors might know them.
Must have been difficult being the only one in the family without magic, I imagine.
Mum was relieved for a while that one of her children turned out to be a squib, just like her. She wasn't too happy when I received my letter, especially because that meant she'd be taking care of my father for the whole school year. But she understood why I accepted. It'd be stupid for me to refuse to learn magic just because my father needs a bit of help.
Your father?
Yeah, he's a bit ill. Has been for a few years. He needs help getting around the house.
Well, at least we have one thing in common, don't we?
Sick family members. The fact we can see thestrals. A bit grim, don't you think?
I think the best friendships are founded on empathy and understanding of shared trauma. And maybe a little mutual attraction, if we're being honest.
Mutual attraction?
We're here. Welcome to Hogsmeade. We deserve a butterbeer after all that. Look at you, single-handedly taking down a troll.
I couldn't have done it without your help, for sure. I need to sneak into the restricted section.
I have a spell that could help. Good for letting you sneak into places you shouldn't be in.
I can see traces of ancient magic. Professor Fig asked me not to tell anyone, but I know I can. One of us needs to cast Crucio. It's the only way to get out of here.
Cast it on me.
I don't want to see you in pain.
I can handle it, Andrea.
Crucio. I'm so sorry.
You did good, Andrea.
We should make a vow here never to engage in dark magic again.
You know Sebastian's not going to listen to you, right?
He has to listen. Dark magic leads you down a dangerous road, and with each step you take, it's harder to turn back.
What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
Don't.
He can't do that to you. You were saving her.
He will never change his mind, Andrea. Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Ignorant? Are you serious? Después de todo lo que hice por
Anne
ti.
says Sebastian's in the catacombs. He just won't stop.
What
She says
have
he
the
doesn't sound
two of
himself.
you done?
You'll pay for this. But
You cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must
I
stop.
won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
You've made your choice.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe this.
Ominous.
I told you that dabbling in the dark arts would bring dire consequences, and you both didn't listen.
Ominous. Pointing fingers right now won't help. Sebastian was desperate. And as someone with an ill father, I know how much that desperation will make you go to extreme lengths.
As much as I want to defend him, I think we have to turn him in.
What? Are you mad? We can't turn Sebastian in. He's our friend.
Andrea, I think you don't realize he didn't steal a cookie from a jar, or sneaked into the restricted section in the library. Sebastian killed Solomon, Andrea. There's no defending that.
Except there is. Solomon has treated him like pure garbage for years and years. We were surrounded by Inferi, and Solomon only attacked us instead. He cracked under that pressure, and I do not blame him. He's already consumed by guilt from what he has done, and pain from knowing he may never speak to his sister again. Isn't that enough punishment?
Punishment would be going to Azkaban, like everyone who uses that spell does.
And take away the only family Anne has left. We can't do this to her, and we can't do this to Sebastian.
I admit you make a fair point. Fine, you're right. We're not the ones who should make this choice. We do not get to choose Sebastian's fate.
You need a hug, Ominous. I'm so sorry for this stress. I'm sorry for the role that I played in this.
I know you love him, Andrea. No one would ever go to those lengths for someone unless they were truly in love with them. But just know, if we hide this from everyone, there's no turning back. We'd both be complicit.
I'm willing to take that risk.
I guess so am I. Things are going to be different from now on.
We'll be okay, Ominous. We have to be strong.